I'm out in the workshop. This is totally my happy place. Cares just fly away when I get out here and get out all of my paper and art supplies. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to be out here. I've been fighting with my new printer all day, and power surges and whatever else has happened today. I have one of the fun packs, Pen Pal mail. That's actually what this is. I need to make some fun packs. This is the April Pen Pal mail. There are still 4 available if you're interested. I want to make a fast journal. I always keep a pack for myself and show you what comes to me when I look at this. The first thing I noticed is that this wallpaper, which is already folded into, you know, it's a long piece and it's folded in half. I could take that and fold it this way and it's going to be like a traveler's notebook. A little bit bigger, but I like this shape. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine real quickly and sew around here so that it's, you know, so that it's going to stay together. Okay, I just sewed around this square. When we fold it, we have a nice rectangle. And I got really close to the edge there with my stitches, but I don't care. I like to do something every once in a while. Well, I would say I do things that are planned and precise once in a while. Most of the time, I like to just make whatever feels like it needs to be made. I like to use what the universe sends to me. While I do enjoy new things, like new pieces of paper, I really like to just see what comes to me organically instead of going out and like searching for new paper pads and things like that. I'm not knocking that. I enjoy that too, but my first instinct is to just use what is in front of me and what lands in my orbit naturally. These pieces of paper are kind of tall. So I'm thinking we could use these in here just by folding them. So let's go ahead and fold these two. You see I tore the little strips off the top. They're kind of complementary pieces. And we might as well go ahead and do that with this one too. There's quite a few pieces in here. I don't want to turn this into I don't want it to be a gator mouth. Sometimes I will take the paper and just curve it a little bit at the spine if I think I'm going to end up with 2 signatures, and I think this would be nice to have 2 signatures in it. Let me remind myself of what all is in here. So we've got all of these papers that could be folded. Oh, these are so neat. These could be, those could be folded, but we may do something more artsy with those. I might let this be a page where, so how, if I tape these together and fold them, we will have a large sheet for this book. The question is, where is my masking tape? It was way across the room. Okay, so let's do that side and then this side. And now we can just fold this in half and have a nice page. Got this beautiful lace. We've got the map. I really love the map. We've got these images from the Louis Tiffany book. And then, I think that's what his name was. Those images are great. We will use those. These are going to be fun to practice art on. If I fold one of these, it's almost perfect. I've been wanting to practice faces again. I don't do enough of that. Let's just tear the bottom of that. So each pack had a few of these. And on this one, let's just tear across the top. So that gives us some nice pages. This, you know, I kind of want to use the words for here. Let's put this to the side for just a minute and let's see what else we have. Every pack had some of this homemade paper. It's interesting, some of the pieces are just falling off. That's actually okay with me. I like the marks that are left behind. If we fold this, that's kind of a good size. And I'm wondering if let's don't do it that way, let's do it this way. We'll end up with a pocket with this one. Not that I really want a lot of pockets, especially with this kind of paper, but I don't like the way it looks to cut just one end of this paper with the rest of it being torn. And sometimes the handmade paper like this is hard to tear. So I didn't try that. I'm not going to try it. I just made a decision there based on past experience. So let's do this. Let's tear this one. And we've already got these that we put in. It's coming together. These little pieces of whatever that was on there, we'll hang on to those. We might do something with those. And then this, so let's do this. Let's fold that one, but then fold this in so that we have a little flip out page with this. That's something that's gonna be, so I'm gonna start piling up paper like fodder over here to the side and pieces that are small that are not gonna be used for pages. This is a whole sheet, but we're not gonna use this for a page. I love this paper. So let's see here. Let's do the same with this one. Let's fold it to make a nice page and then fold it back this way. And that gives us a little flip out. I know that fold's not perfect, but that's okay. We might use that for decoration. This could be a little pocket. And why don't we just cut a little portion of that out so that it'll flip up on each side. So we have that. And then with this, what do we want to do? Probably add more pages. That's what I'm thinking, because we're going to do some art on this. Got 3 music pages here. It's getting hot in this workshop. But I didn't turn the air on because it's supposed to get cold. It's been very windy today, and it is supposedly blowing in some colder temperatures for, I don't know how long. Seems like it always does that here. I love this paper. So we're gonna fold that and make a page. What is this? Oh, that's something I got out. I had some book covers out. I don't even know what I did with the other one. But that's not part of this. We'll move those to the side. So this is definitely filling up. Let's see how many pages we've got. One. Oh wait, let's start with the music. Did we do 3 signatures or 2? Let's separate these into 3 stacks to start with. Have that. Let's make 2 more pages. Pull this little complimentary strip of paper off and put it in our pile of accessories along with these. This and this. Need 1 more. Let's go with this. I need to put a piece of paper on the desk to cover up that tablecloth. Okay, so I didn't put binding cord in this pack. I can't always put everything, but I think most of us have binding cord. If I do 3 signatures, let's just look at how we would want these to be. Sometimes I pay a lot of attention to how the pages are going in, and sometimes I just do whatever. If it's going to be like a funky art journal or... So there's 1 signature. There's 2, and then that's pretty. And that makes 3. Let's do them like this. So then we need to figure out how to put these 3 signatures in here, because it's just a, you know, it's just a little paper cover. There's not really a spine. That doesn't mean you can't use a template for it. So we've got... So here's the awl. Let's make 3 holes right in the center. Talk about just whatever, you know. And that's our center signature. So let's get this one. And I guess, I don't know, just put this on the outside to make some holes in the same spots in that signature. Talk about flying by the seat of your pants. I mean, you know, necessity is truly the mother of invention. So then when we put this in, let me just put my awl in here to hold it in place. It's going to be 1 signature, and get a needle out. And take some of this gray hemp cord. I really like using hemp cord for binding. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put the strings on the inside this time because I want to put something over the spine on the outside. Maybe. I think I do. So let's just go in through here, and then let's get this all and punch it through there so we can see that hole, and pull that back through, and then back through here, and make sure we're not going through that thread. And then with this last one, let's just put that right through. And let's go ahead and tie this one. And then that's the one that's not open yet. Oh, that is a ton of glue. I don't know why it's pouring out of this one so much. But I always put a drop of glue on the string after I tie the first knot. So then when I tie the second one, I know it's not going to slip. So there's the first signature. And then for the second signature we're going to put in, which is the first one here, when we open the book, I think we'll kind of do it the same way. Let's go ahead and try to get a fold in this. Really close to that that first signature there. And I can see the fold, and I can kind of see where the holes are right next to it, you know. So that gives me a sort of a primitive guide. So then, just like I did before, I think I'm gonna just let's fold it back this way before I start punching anything, and make sure these holes are all on the fold. Am I getting everything? And there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we basically have the same thing we had before. I'm going to put my all through here. Did I just move that paper? I did, but that's okay. Let me put my all through here and then poke it right through there and hold it in place while I get some thread again. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and then I do a little extra because I kind of want these, you know, hanging down a little bit. And there's my needle. Let's move all this over to the side. I've been so tired today. It's like I said in my video this morning, I don't know if I just woke up at the wrong point of a sleep cycle. I could also just be exhausted. I did do a lot of work last week, both here in the shop, recording and cleaning and making things, you know, installing a new printer, figuring that out, trying to finish up the zine. But I'm doing a lot of training at work. So I just had a busy, busy week, and it could be that it finally just hit me. You know, you just need to stop, because if you don't stop, your body will make you stop at some point. And that's gonna be okay. And look, I know that this is not perfect. That was never the intention. This was to make a fast journal and to just show you my thoughts when I sat down and just looked at this paper pack And you do not have to use it like this at all. You may decide that you want to just put all these things in your stash and use it for projects you're already making. You may have a hardcover book that you want to somehow incorporate this into that. You might want to do, you know, some sort of zine or something. Everybody has their ideas when they see material, and that's one of the things about this that is so fun, is just, look, they lined up pretty good, honestly. That's one of the things that's so much fun about this, is just seeing everybody's take on things. It's just very inspiring. I don't know why the glue is just coming out of that container. Maybe I cut the hole too big this time. I may have just cut it to the point where there's no resistance at all. But I love my tacky glue. And Amy, thank you so much. Amy sent me that from Birdie, the recycled hippie chick. She hears me talking about tacky glue all the time, and it seems like every other minute I'm running out of tacky glue. So let's do the same thing over here. I think I turned it this way and just made a fold fairly close to the stitches that are already there, or the holes or whatever. Let's make a hole that, a fold that where we can see, and that's good. I like that. You know, we could even do it from this direction, because this is where the fold is. If we just punch here. That said, I don't think I folded it. I don't think I made a strong enough fold right there across the center. I didn't. That's better. I hope you could see me. I'm really bad about pulling things towards me and getting it out of view. So let's make sure I turn this the right way. This is the front. So this needs to sit this way. So let's open this signature up and just fold this. Make a little cradle for the signature to sit in. And you know, sometimes I think my problem is that I just don't want to have to do anything like make a template, or I just want to do what I want to do. Guess we're all that way. I think I got that turned the right way. Okay, so put that through there to hold it. Put it right through there to hold it. And then let me get my 1, 2, 3. And what did I do with that needle? So you want to put the needle in from the side that you want the string hanging on. And we're starting from the inside, so that's where the string is going to be. I love to use my awl to just go back through and redefine that hole, because it makes it easier. And the more you do this, the easier it gets, I promise. I used to think I would never be able to do this. I had journaled for years and years and years, and I had done art journaling for years. And I had bought books that were just pre-made journals. I mean, they were beautiful. I picked out beautiful covers and journaled through 23 years of marriage and 4 pregnancies and just a whole lot of life. I continued to journal after I left my marriage and, you know, the different things I went through. But I would say probably, let's see, 2000 and I really think it was about 2008 that I started going crazy with putting everything in my journals. I still wasn't making my own journals though. That was probably about 2015 maybe? No, maybe a little later than that. I don't know. It's been a while though. And when I started looking up tutorials and just, you know, if I would see used books about journals and stuff and buy them, it just seemed overwhelming to try to bind things. So this is what we have. Let's lay our strings down. And we have this nice artsy journal. This actually sort of gave it a spine. It's not perfect, but I do really like it. And just opening up the inside, I think the very first thing I want to do, which one is this one? That's the photo labeling. Just trying to hold the pencil really loosely and just get the shape of a face. Maybe a bird. I usually have some sort of coffee or tea mixture, but I don't right now, so I'm just going to use some Distress ink. And the water from the page to get some color in the face. And this little bird.